Okay, let's try this again and see if it works. Hopefully the audio is right today and it's not getting hacked up. Because last time I had three microphones on and it was bad. So if you hear me sniffling, the allergies are killing me. Sniffling and coughing and sneezing, and if it's a little loud, it's because everybody's home. We got the TV on. I have the air conditioner right by me up here. So today I'm going to be working on finishing up the back ends of the wooden base. Over here is the front. We got the front half all done. So it's actually going to be a little bit loud because I'm going to be sawing stuff today. So we'll be making little cuts and putting down our wood and finishing this guy up, probably putting the nails in and all that other stuff. So I'm sorry if it's loud. I can mute it while I'm sawing because I'm going to be using this guy to be cutting parts. And hopefully not cutting my fingers off. I don't want to cut my fingers off today. Will not be a good deal. I'm going to be doing a lot of that. A lot of cutting and a lot of gluing. And hopefully making all the right cuts. And then we'll get on to putting the straight pins in as nails, and then hopefully getting the first coat of weathering on it. And if you haven't seen, I use this stuff. Let's see if I can get it up here. The Rapid Fuse, this stuff really works well. Dries quick and holds it in place. Wood to wood, wood to plastic, whole bunch of stuff. I just don't feel like getting it all over my fingers today. And hopefully you can hear me. And you put this stuff on and it sets up in seconds. Built this thing last night just so I could do the wooden planks across here. And I sound like crap, I'm sorry. I hope you can hear me over everything. If it's too much noise, let me know. And sometimes this stuff grabs too quick. And if I don't get stuff in place, and I already messed up. I put that guy in the wrong spot. He wasn't supposed to be there. It was actually supposed to be him first. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this off. No, he's on there. He's on there. I messed up. Oh well. No big deal. It'll still work out fine. Playing with glue, sniffling. Allergies suck. For all of you with allergies, you already know that. And this is going to be the inside of the whatchamacallit, inside of the dungeon we still got to build. I'm going to have to build a wall here, and a wall here. This guy's going to be a little floppy. That sucks. That sucks, but there's not much I could do about it now. It's going to have to stay. Let's see. I could share this to Facebook. Excuse me. Post that to Facebook. see what we got going on. It's a pain in the butt doing all this wood. Now I just got to remember where I put this stuff. That one will go there. That one will go there. I'll cut that guy off there. Oh yeah. And more wood. Wood. That's the last one. See if I do it right this time. That's the first one. What are you watching, the race still? I know it's pretty boring watching me do wood, but this has to be done. This way I could finish this damn thing up already. Last time I did it, I cut all the wood, then I wiped it all off, and I forgot where all the pieces went. That was not good. Dying over here, I'm dying. And as wood goes flying, okay, let's do this one. A little further down. Yeah, we got one person watching. Hopefully that fits in the corner there. And it does. That's a good thing. Now, am I getting a bunch of emails, or are my brothers text messaging me to come out to a barbecue today, which being outside would be no good for me. Having enough trouble breathing as it is. Hold this stuff in place. Hey, we got two people on. What's going on, whoever is here? I don't know who's here, so hello guys, gals, whoever may be here. Hopefully I could get this done quick and then move on to putting the pins in. And then I gotta figure out the electronics. And if you haven't seen, I got it somewhere, I'll grab it again. The Frankenstein stencil for painting on the base, and I just glued my finger. It's not a day if you don't glue your finger. And I'm not worried about gaps and stuff like that. I want the gaps there. It makes it look a little bit better. It's just a long, tedious process doing this. And I got water flying everywhere. Yeah. That guy there. Two bigger pieces. Let me see if I got it over here. If you haven't seen it, let me see if that's on the camera. I think I lost my OBS. My OBS went down. So that'll be the stencil that we're going to use for the front of the base. And then we're going to paint black, leave that open, and we're going to have lighting behind it, which should come out pretty cool, hopefully. Hopefully it does. Da, 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 da. What are you watching, Harry Potter? Harry Potter? Which movie? Huh? Chamber of Secrets. Good movie. Next up, another piece of wood. Very boring, I know. Very, very boring. And then after this is a lot of drilling and a lot of cutting of pins to make the nails. I don't know if you can see it. Nah, you probably can't see them on that side. I'll bring this back. This is all straight pins. The nails, I don't think you can see. I might have to bring that down. I'll bring it down later when we're on the other portion of this. There, put you there, put you there. And 3 more pieces. I can't breathe. Well, while I got you here, if you haven't seen it, we got Building a Galaxy. We got a book coming out, and that'll be out hopefully in December. I'll show you a little. So that's the Falcon that Dana's in the middle of building right now. She's doing an excellent job on it. Like I said, that should be out in December. There goes wood flying. And everything will look nicey nice. Mark's working on the Y-wing right now. TJ Holler's working on the X-Wing. So we got a bunch going on. Morgan got his new computer, so I think he's waiting on one more thing and we can start building the articles themselves. Excuse me. Not too much more to go. And once we get this all on here, we'll scuff it up. This way the stain pulls in there better. Looking for the marker. Looking for the marker. Again, I messed it up. That's the first board. I don't know how I messed it up. Oh well. There's going to be a trap door there. Gonna have to be careful drilling on that. Somehow I messed that one up too. Actually, let me see something. Perfect. Perfect fix for that. That's fixed. That is fixed. Hey, we got two people here again. Who's on? Yes. I got my Led Zeppelin shirt on. My favorite band ever. Sorry about the boring video, but I'm just making the wooden platform in the back of the dungeon today. So cutting wood. Got the noisy air conditioner on up there. And watching Harry Potter in the background over there. Trying to get this thing done. I've been working on it since February, which is way too long. This is the Mobius Frankenstein, the 1/8 scale. Let me see if I can get him closer. 1/8 scale Mobius Frankenstein. This is actually, this part here is what it came with, and I added on this part of the floor, the stairs. There's going to be a wall here, and then there's a door that swings out over here. I'm going to put a torch over here. I got to cast that up tomorrow. I may do that. That'll be a long video, but I may do that tomorrow live. Hey, what's up, Rascal? What's going on? Sorry if I'm all sniffly and stuff like that. Allergies are beating me down. And hopefully I don't slice my fingers off during the filming of this. That would not be good. I'm glad the audio is good this time. I figured it out. For some reason, when I leave OBS on, not on, but if I just shut it down and I leave the previous settings, for some reason it kicks all three microphones back on. So every time I go live on Twitch, I actually have to reset everything up and make sure that the other two microphones are off and just the Turtle Beach one here is on. And then the audio is fine, and then you can hear me coughing and all that good stuff. So we're trying to finish up the back floor. I got a lot to do with. Once I get this done, I'll build the wall. I got to put a channel here because I got to bring wiring through the floor, and then we're going to put a ceiling here. And we're going to use strip lighting, and I got to make up a board for lightning, so this way it flashes in a random pattern. which I'm going to have to ask probably Tommy and Paul to help me out with that programming, because I'm not good at that stuff. If you guys are on Facebook, please go check out Building a Galaxy, the page, and there is a group to join. That's going to be our book. And if you want, go to Sprue Hub. If you see the Sprue Hub thing up there, that's our official video site where you can post your own videos. And if you go to Hobby Link International, you can join our community there too. But I got to go on everything, YouTube, Sprue Hub, this, because everybody's in different spots to find people. So it's always a challenge to find people. Tonight I think I'll go up in the attic and see if I can find the Lego, so tomorrow I could cast up that torch for the side here. So it's going to be a pain in the neck to do the walls, but I got to get them done. And I'm sorry if the air conditioner is overwhelming, but we got to cool it off in here. Plus it helps with the allergies. Plus we got to keep Mom over there cool. Can't have Mom overheating. Right, Mom? Can't have you overheating. Here's another one if you're just joining. If you haven't seen this stuff, Rapid Fuse. Awesome CA glue. This thing pretty much bonds everything, and it bonds it really, really quick. Don't even need to use this stuff, the Instaset. Sometimes I do, just to make it go a little quicker. But this stuff bonds in at least 30 seconds. It's sealed together. Wood to wood. This under here is plastic, so it's wood to plastic. Wood to foam on the other side. But you don't want to use it too much on foam because it melts it. We're getting closer to the end of the board here. Hey, we got 4 people on. Hi, Mom. Hello, Mother. I wonder what Twitch's policy is about playing music in the background, if they'll take down. I don't even know how to put these videos back up. Like I see Lynn from Metalhead Minis puts her videos back up on Twitch so people can watch them later if they missed it. But I don't even know how to do that. So I don't know if I need a certain amount of members or followers. If you haven't followed me, please hit the follow button, because it makes it a lot easier for you to catch me when I'm on. I got to start doing this a little more, doing the Twitch action. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Fun with popsicle sticks. Let's see if that fit. Hey, look at that. It actually fit. Okay, those were shorter, so we'll go a little longer on this one here, and we'll make it there. We'll just do 2. 2 on there. Sawdust everywhere. Ah, damn hat. Alright, I'll have to... Not taking the hat off because the hair's a mess. I'll just lean back when I'm doing something. You going to work, Kel? Alright, we'll see you in a little while. Yeah, I look goofy like that. Look goofy. I work for Verizon, so I never brush my hair because I have to put a helmet on most of the day. So there's no reason to. I've been wearing a hat since I'm a kid. Funerals and weddings are usually when I do brush the hair. Or the rare occasion that I don't have a hat on. Look at that, I actually got the corners to fit on that. So if anybody's interested, I will go live tomorrow if I could find the Lego, and we'll do a long video on casting up some parts. We'll cast up the torch. Get that wired up. That's going to be interesting to paint because it'll be black and gray. And lighten that up, and I just glued my finger again. I hate when I glue my finger. Alright, down to the last 4 pieces of wood, I think. Wood! Shoots and scores, wherever that one went, don't know. Yeah, I gotta do, that would be a long video though. The resin I have sets up in, I think it's 15 minutes, but the latex that I have to do the molds, that takes a while to set up. So that would be an interesting video to do. Keep forgetting to cover this up. That's going to dry in the nozzle, which we don't want to happen. There's another 2 pieces cut. We're getting towards the end. Then we're going to drill a whole bunch of holes in here and play with straight pins after that. And then once that's done, then I start with the varnish, the weathering varnish, which I think I've showed you guys before, but I'll show you again. Do. I know this is exciting watching me cut and glue stuff together, but I figured I'm home, not going out today because I don't want to die from more pollen. I'll just jump on here live, and if people jump on, we'll chat. Hey Rascal, did I show you the stencil I did for the Frankenstein base? I don't know if I showed you or not. I know I was showing it off before. I don't know if you were on here or not. Does the Frankenstein model allow for his arms to stick out? You mean like going like this? Walking down? Yeah, this is, before I get to Frankenstein on that, I got the cry cut. I don't call it the cricket because it's spelled cry cut. I got the cricket and I did the stencil for the base. I'm going to have an acrylic base and I'm going to slap it on here. I'm going to frost the back, paint over the front black, and then we're going to light it from behind. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do with the base. But Frankenstein's arms, you can't, I guess if you modified it, you would really have to modify him. How did I lose my OBS so I can see what I'm doing? There he is. But his arm is out to the side holding the wall, and this arm here is holding the door. So, and look, his magnets, because he's got magnets in his feet, is holding all the pin straps for me right now so I don't hurt myself. But once I get the wood on, I'll flip this around and I'll show you Frankie where he's going to be on the stand itself. And then on the inside, doubt you'll be able to see it, on the inside of here was really smooth. So I cut the lines in matching the bricks on the front, and then I chopped it up with the Dremel to make it look like stone. That you'll see better when I post pictures up of that. I gotta take all those damn pins off there because I know I'm gonna stick myself with a pin. I'm gonna stick myself with the pin. And this is gonna be the first time I'm ever trying black and gray. I will say it, I'm no figure modeler, but They're fun to build. I love figures. So the only way to learn for me is to do them and screw them up, learn from my mistakes, and go on to the other one. That's one thing I do. If I mess it up, I just leave it, try better the next time. I'm no perfectionist, I just have fun. That stencil looks badass. What color lighting will you use to light it? What I plan on doing, well, it'd be good if I didn't put that on while I'm trying to answer you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do it in 3 layers, a yellow, a red, and an orange flickering behind it. I'm also going to try to get the original soundtrack from the original movie, and I'm going to have speakers in the base to play that, and maybe a few audio clips on that. But it's definitely going to be flickering, and I'm going to try to break it up so they meld into each other. This way it looks pretty cool. If not, then I'll go with an amber just flickering behind it, because the monster doesn't like fire. Excuse me. Damn allergies are killers. Yeah, I did, the cricket is awesome. Where's the other one I did? Is this it? Ah, there's the other one I did. I have Michael Myers up over there, and I did the John Carpenter's Halloween one because I never finished his. The model's finished, but I never finished the base. So this is the one for that. I'm going to do the same thing on there. So I could definitely do a lot with this thing. Plus my mother-in-law is into crafts and sewing and stuff, so it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little gadget. Now let me make sure I put the right one on here, otherwise I'm going to mess it up again. I'm always messing something up. I hear about having fun. I seen that. I commented on that. that was, and I didn't comment. I didn't let anybody know what you named it, so this way they could watch the video and have a good laugh. The model came out really well, and I like the name of it. That was funny. Gotta have fun with them. Can't be serious about everything. I mean, my models aren't for shows or anything like that. It's just for me to have fun and stuff. That's why you're not going to see my models in a book anytime soon. That's why my friends are doing the builds. Because, you know, I always have a defect or something in there. I will try to do something. I'd like to have one of my models in my own book. And hopefully everything comes out well with that. The USS Rust Bucket, I love it. Those stickers actually looked, the stickers looked really good. They weren't bad at all. I'm going to trim up the back here. Some of them are overhanging. It'll be more than 2 sticks. It's got to be at least 3 sticks. This one's all warped. It's going to be 3, and I'm going to have fun trying to chop one down. Ah, cool. I had fun building that Kazon. That was, it's actually my first lighted one. And the only reason I lit it was because I started watching Steve Neal. Because I always did, as a kid I did a lot of sci-fi stuff, but never lit it up or anything like that. And then I got into the military stuff because of my dad. And I found Steve Neal and I got back into the sci-fi stuff, which is a lot of fun because you can light it up. I've seen a lot of guys on the military side starting to light stuff up too. But thank you very much for the compliment. I mean, my models are, they're okay. Not half bad. And thank you for watching the videos. I watch as many as I can of everybody's, but I have so many friends on YouTube. It's so hard to catch up, and then you miss stuff, and you start watching, and you got to skip through because you want to catch up on everybody. Some people I watch all the way through, though. Yeah, I want to do the Kazon again. I have that one in the closet, and one of the purple taillights I think went out. Had fun. That's a nice, fun, small kit to start with. Number 1. Number 2. 3. Thanks for keeping me company while I'm doing the boring work of messing with wood. Once I get this done, the hardest part is going to be the walls. I don't know if I'm going to do like this here. I may leave the inside of the dungeon. I did plaster on the inside, plaster of Paris, and I may just scratch it up and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to do the stone wall or not. Still deciding on how I want to do that. Okay, that's not the right piece. Almost messed it up again. That's the right piece. That is the right piece. I can't breathe. Well, we got a steady 3 people here, which is good. I stopped mine a while back. Gonna do a model rescue on it here soon. Oh, okay. Oh, somebody else, Brittany. I liked your Facebook page and requested to join your group. What stuff you have made on there for show? Well, once I get back on Facebook today, or one of the mods will let you in. The group is anybody can post on there. Anything you want. That's just to check out everybody's models. More of my builds are unfortunately shelf queens. All my stuff, my builds, I'm usually on YouTube and stuff like that, Brittany. If you find me Kenny Conklin on my personal page, I have other models and stuff I built there. It's just with work and family stuff, models take me a long time to build, so I don't really have that many. You know, I do a lot of reviews and stuff because Green Strawberry sends me stuff, and I do that. I have Michael Myers, I think, on there. The Kazon Torpedo, a CVN 65, Humvee, which was what I used in the Army, and then I got a lot of shelf queens I got to finish up. But this is a very small corner of my apartment, so hopefully we get a house soon, and then I'll have more room to keep and build models. Because a lot of my models, when I'm done, I had a lot of dioramas. I gave them away. Ask what's your YouTube? No, you can ask anything you want. It's called Sci-Fi Fantasy. Here, I'll type it in. Sci-Fi Fantasy. Just like my name here. That's a mix-up of sci-fi and fantasy. And I was thinking of changing my name here because a lot of people have trouble saying Sci-Fi Fantasy for some reason. So I was thinking of just going to Kenny C. But that's my YouTube channel there. If you see up top HLI community, if you actually go to hobbylinkinternational.com, type that in too. Our community is there. We're going to be fixing that site up again too. With the community staying how it is there. So I got a ton of videos on YouTube. I got to start doing more here. Also, we have the Hobby Link International page on Facebook. We're everywhere on social media. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm all over the place. That one is that. Oh yeah, that's right. It's for some reason I wasn't able to change that because we also Paul has. Oh, look at that! I'm up to 2,162 subscribers. Yeah, while I'm over here. Let's see. I'll check all that out later. What was I saying? Yeah, that's our YouTube. I wasn't able to change it. We do have Model Builder International. That's my friend Paul up in Canada. He runs that side of the site, and I run the sci-fi side of the site. I don't know if that's gonna work too well. I gotta find. I'm running out of flat sticks. Hopefully I make it to the end. Paul does a lot of review stuff because we get a lot of stuff in for review. And I got to get on my shelf queens one of these days and finish those off. hard part is, where is... Okay, that's going to be there. And we'll do that there. This last piece is going to be a pain in the neck. So I'm going to have to cut that up the side, which I'm not looking forward to. We got a constant 3 people here, not bad. Hey Rascal, if you don't mind putting up the link to the community too, that would be cool. You know what I was thinking of doing is to get this down instead of cutting it, I might throw, excuse me for coughing, I might throw the sanding drum on the Dremel and just sand it down, because it's just a popsicle stick. It should sand pretty easy. I did it on the front. Plus this side I'm not too worried about, because I'm going to be putting a wall here anyhow. I might not put a wall. I actually may leave this open so you can look into the diorama and see stuff over here. Still decisions to make on it. You know what I got to do? I got to figure out, thank you, I got to figure out more of how to use this thing. I think I'll make you a mod on here, because I know you could do shout outs and stuff when people come on here, and you could have like a little emojis and all kind of crazy stuff, but I think we need more followers and stuff like that. Sniffle sniffle. Now this one I'm going to have to hold because it's warped, so I'm going to sit here and hold it. I hear the Harry Potter. I got sawdust all over my microphone. Good stuff. And I'm curious who the third person is watching. I wonder if the third person watching is me, because I was testing it on the phone. I bet you it is. That's what I love about this stuff. 30 seconds and it is on there. That'll be a nice warped board right there. A board that's pulling up. It's a good deal. One more board after this to go. Excuse me. And now we gotta find one more fairly flat stick. I know that's a pile of junk sticks. That's gonna stay like that. Have you ever built up the one? Actually, I never finished that. That's in the closet. I was doing all that craziness with the sanding and stuff like that, getting rid of the grid lines. I will finish that one because that's my brother's kit and he wants it done. It's just I got tired of working on it with all the sanding and stuff. I wish they would have fixed that. But that definitely will get done and lit up. I was doing all sorts of craziness on that thing. But I have videos up there of it. It's just that one's a pain in the neck, because the actual stuff that they put on there was just horrible and didn't look anything like the Enterprise. So I was like, I got to get rid of that. But I want to do it up right for him. And get that done. Last piece of wood. Last piece of wood. Hey, we got 4 people now. That's the end of the cutting. Next up is the take the drum and go around. Hopefully that works. And make sure I put these in the right spots. I guess it really doesn't make a difference which one is which. Then we'll cut the edges down, and then we'll move on to drilling the little pins. The other one I got to finish up too is the I was going to say Katinga, but it's not the Katinga, the Vorcha class one. I got to finish that guy up. That's sitting in the closet too. Now, hopefully this holds nice and tight, because when I do the drum sanding, I don't want it to go flying. It's a lot of wood. That is a lot of wood to sand down. I'm an idiot. I should have just cut it like that. But hey, that worked out pretty well. Ah, stay on there. The last piece is going to be the bugger. I know it. Okay, that piece is on there. This piece didn't stick. Then we'll get to killing that. No, I think they repopped that one. I have the original one. I have it. Mine is the AMT Vorcha class. I'm pretty sure that they did come back out with that one in the same scale. It's like I forgot what it is. 1/2400? No, that doesn't sound right. I got a bunch of them up in the closet. The old AMTD, the Vorcha, the Vertebrae, another Kazon ship up there, and two of the 1/537 scale guys. Enterprises. I'm going to let that dry a bit before I mess with that. And now we'll get the Dremel out. Dremel out. That's the little bit I was using for doing the stone in there. Dremel accessories. Now, where's my drill bits? For the pins, we got to use the smallest Dremel drill bit I have. Not that one. It's the 1/32 drill bit. And then we're just going to do holes all over the place where I want the nails. And then we'll mess with putting the little straight pins in there. And we're getting closer. And here we go. Yeah, that's going to be sideways. I broke it. this drill bit is gone once I'm done with this. Sorry if my hand's in the way. That would be interesting if you could. I don't know if you can host or not. No, you can't host it on. You could host if you had a Twitch channel. You could actually host it on a Twitch channel. Yeah, the Dremel's all right. It's the drill bit that's going to be shot. I've used this one for bending a whole bunch of times, but at least not too many more holes to go. leave those last ones for later. Uh-oh, there's my son yelling at his game. Alright, next up is, before I do the nails, where is the piece I was using? I don't know. Sandpaper time. Did I find it? I found it. I'll rough this up so the thank you very much. All the sharing helps. Sharing does help. And I gotta rough this up so when I do the varnish on here, it pulls in. So I'm not using a smooth sandpaper, I'm using a rough sandpaper. Yeah, the more sharing and the more followers we get. Sorry about the shaky camera because it's up here and you can probably see it. Now you can see it in the little one. I got it up here, so when I'm doing stuff, it's going to shake a little bit. When I get the house, I'm going to mount this sucker to the wall, but I'm going to see how many actual cameras we could put up. That should be good. And next up is coffin. Get rid of that. And actually, I don't have water here. Now, one thing I learned was don't have to use the crazy super glue for the nails or the pins that we're going to be putting in here. Because what happens is it goes over onto the wood, and when it's on the wood, it messes up the varnish. It actually doesn't get on there, so I could just use regular Elmer's glue and then wipe it down with a wet cloth, and it'll take the glue and that'll stick in there. So next up is, you're probably not even going to be able to see this on camera, is just little itty bitty straight pins, if it'll focus, and that's what we're going to use as the nails. And the first thing I got to do is I got to put them in, see how deep it goes, and it almost, that one almost made it all the way. So let me I gotta go whatchamacallit, go get some water. This way I can, the paper towels and stuff. So give me a few minutes and I'll be right back. Right now, if you're here and you haven't seen this before, I'm gonna plop on the slideshow of what Dana's been doing on the Falcon. I'm gonna actually add to this, so give me a few minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, enough of that. You think on adding final touches like coppers. Excuse me. On the floor, I'm gonna probably make stains down the stairs. Got to see what I'm gonna add. There might be some dirt, like in between some of the cracks and stuff like that. But yeah, we definitely got to add more stuff onto here. So I actually would like to do Twitch live on a regular schedule. Just excuse me. Would have to see what the best day for the most viewers would be. Plus, I don't want to step on anybody else's toes with when they broadcast their Twitch feeds too. Doing a little cutting of the end of the pin, and then I'm just putting a little Elmer's glue on there, just to tack it in place, and then getting it on my fingers. But this is much better than trying to use the super glue, because the super glue would just sit there and then it would ruin the wood in some spots where I wouldn't be able to get it off. So this is the tedious process of putting in all the nails now and playing with the super glue. So I don't even know how many I got to do. There's a ton. So you'll be sitting here watching me put in nails for a little while. Cutting, gluing, wiping. That's going to be the next process for a little bit. Cut, glue, shove it in there, get it off my finger, and wipe it away. And I think the next one that we'll do is the Green Lantern. And if anybody's watching and you like to get in on group builds, we're not too far away from August, and that's when we'll be announcing, it's already up on the site, the Halloween group build, which most likely I'll be doing the Headless Horseman, unless this thing keeps going, and this will be my Halloween build. Then my mother-in-law will kill me that it took that long. Right. She's been complaining it's taken too long already. I don't know, is this on camera? I'm assuming it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Damn cough won't go away. I should just put this stuff in a bowl. And the Elmer's glue does hold it in place. They don't come out. It's not like I'm flipping this thing upside down anyhow. Where the nails would be coming out. Would have been nice if the drill bit was just a little bit longer, where it would make it all the way into the base. That would be a good deal. But unfortunately it didn't. This is a tedious process, but once this is done, then the varnish goes on here. Just making sure nobody's saying anything. I wish I could have found little nails and used a hammer and just hammered them in. I tried hammering the pins in, but they just bend over. They are not strong enough. To hammer in. If you hear any crazy cursing, oh, on the floor? No, I'll tell you again. We're gonna put some dirt probably in the cracks. I want to get whatchamacallit, MIG or AK pigment powders and stuff, and put some of that around. There's gonna be dust and stuff. I don't know about cobwebs. Maybe cobwebs off the torch that I'll have on the side here. But in the back here where I build the back wall, there will be bars and an opening, and I'm gonna put a picture of like a creepy tree and the moon back there and have that lit up from the back, and I'm gonna try to fabricate chains with the cuffs hanging off the back wall over here. So we're gonna add some stuff to it. Definitely the lightning and sound effects. There'll be stuff. There'll be stuffs in here. Yeah, that's all you got to do. Say you missed the answer, and I'll always answer. Yeah, I hope it does. Up here, I'll probably use the same foam as this and make the ceiling and carve it out and put the strip lighting in here. This way, when the sound of thunder and lightning comes, it'll flash in the background and you see it shoot out the door. Well, the light reflect out the door. So hopefully it comes out nice. And if you guys are bored watching me put nails in, totally understand. But I figured I'm home, jump online, talk to whoever's on. And if you haven't, I seen people here, hit the follow button. The more followers we have, the more stuff I could do on Twitch. It's kind of, you need followers to add stuff. There's all sorts of achievements you got to do to add stuff. Oh no, it's not going to be hard at all. The wall here, I don't know if I have a piece. Do I have a piece around? I won't even have to light block it. This is an inch thick, I think the wall is. This foam. So that's what's going to be here. And it's going to go, let me move this over a little bit. It's going to go right on this wall here. And then the back wall will be out here. I gotta actually just shave it down some. I don't know if I'm gonna put a wall here. This way I could swing the diorama around. This way you can see into the dungeon. But this stuff is so thick, I don't have to worry about light blocking that. And we want the light to come out this way anyhow. I don't know if there's many regular model builders on Twitch. I know there's a lot of mini builders. I don't see too many regular just builders like us. The regular builders I know are all over YouTube. I actually had to block a couple clowns on YouTube, and I think I know where they came from, talking crap on my removing Chrome video. So I block them. Don't need any idiots. Now the hardest thing with the torch is going to be painting it, because I'm going to have to look at pictures and see where I'm going to have to make my darker grays and my lighter grays. It's going to be interesting trying to trying to light that thing up. I'm going to use a white light in it. Yeah, but how these guys were talking, I kind of had the feeling where I know where it came from, so it doesn't bother me. That's what I like about the block button. Say what you want, just get rid of people. I don't have time for the nonsense. Glue pin, glue pin. I know this is such an exciting video. The wire is going to, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to fabricate this wall. And what I'll do is I'm going to have a hole coming through, and on the inside of the wall here, I'm going to have a channel going down it, drill through the floor, and then either here through the floor, or I may come through the back and through the floor into the base and then cover it up with plaster of Paris. The same thing with the lighting in the ceiling. That'll come down. I'll have the wires coming out the top of the back wall and then through the back wall, and I'll cover that up with plaster of Paris. So everything will get hidden, and then everything will go in the base, because now with this model everything has to go in the base, but anything with like a starship or a car or anything like that, I never put any of the boards inside the model. I think that is one of the worst places you could put a board, because if something happens to it, you got to tear your model apart, or you just never light it again. I put all of my electronics, the only electronics that are in the model are the lights itself. All of the boards and controls go into the base itself, so if something happens I can get to it and change it out if I have to. Like with the Kazon torpedo, the base I have screws on, and then you can unscrew it if something happens and get into the base. So that to me, that's the best way. Yeah, there'll be a roof on it. There's going to be a roof over here with the lights in it, and then the wall. I know this isn't that big of a dungeon area to keep them encased in, but you know, I've got to do what we can work with. Oops, almost didn't cut this one off. But yes, that's my theory on the electronics. Keep your lights inside, and keep all your boards in your base. Even with your big Star Trek Enterprises, or even the 537th one, do the lighting and stuff on the inside. And even on the Kazon torpedo, all of my resistors are on a board that are in the base. I don't even have resistors inside the model itself. I put them all on a board and wired it up to that. Only 3,000 nails to go. Yeah, a lot of people tell you, you know, cram the board inside. If you're buying a board that's, say, like from Tenant Controls, they make really good boards, but they're expensive. Say something goes wrong with that board. He has a 5-year warranty on the board. Now you'd have to rip apart your Enterprise, and then after you rip it apart, send the board back to be fixed, and then fix your model. That's crazy. Just put it in the base. Open up the base, grab the board, send it back, and you're good to go. I would never ever put a board inside a model. I've seen some guys, they do it, and then they make like a hatch or something where they could get to the board with magnets, but I don't even like that, because then sometimes you get gaps in your model and it doesn't look that good. So best bet for me, everything goes in the base. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, that's pretty much, well, that's another thing. When we get the house, I'm definitely going to get a table saw with a plexiglass cutting blade attachment. My mother-in-law's like, you're stumbling on your words. It's attachment now. With plexiglass cutting blade. This way I can make my own bases. If you go to a good place I found is tapplastics.com, TAP. They got tons of different plastics over there. They'll actually, the Kazon case I have was made by them, but I'm gonna make them myself. And it's like, if you see a lot of guys with the Star Trek bases with the Enterprise on there and then the lights around it and stuff, basically what they're doing is what I can do with the Cricut. You might need a bigger plotter to do that, but they're just taking that, putting it on a plotter, weeding out the vinyl, putting the vinyl down, spray painting black, and then they are frosting the back. This way you can't see the lights, and they're making their own bases like that. So actually when I do the Frankenstein base with the thing, I'm going to be showing that, how I do it. This way you guys could do it too. And also, if say you guys need, you're going to do your own base and you don't have this and you want a stencil like that, I'll do it for you guys. They're not hard to make. The Cricut makes it very, very, very easy to make them. But like I said, if you don't got one and you want it done, I could always make them up. You can find the fonts for the Enterprise and all that other stuff all over the internet. Yeah, it's no problem. You guys always hook me up with stuff, so actually one day I might do the Cricut Live. It would be hard on here because of how this is set up, and you need 12 inches in front and 12 inches in back, I think it is. But I could do it live. I just have to move the camera over there. Show you the Cricut and how it works. And if you get one, you don't have to use their vinyl. You can actually use the Orcal vinyl for painting, and that's what all these companies use for their masking. So I know I'm throwing away trade secrets, but if you want to do it yourself, you can. Orcal's not expensive. You can get it on your own and do all your own masking. I mean, it may take time if you want to do like the Aztecing for the Enterprise and stuff like that. You have to measure and all that, but it's possible to be done. The fonts are easy to do, the USS Enterprise fonts and stuff like that. You can easily make those on your own instead of paying all that money. I mean, the machine's expensive, but it's worth it. Alright, where am I? We're only on to the second row of these. This is the longest part of it. Once this is done, then it's on to doing the staining. But you guys, if you're hanging out, you're going to be sitting here quite a while watching me put nails in. Oh, we still got 3 people, which is nice. Boop, boop. That's right, learn my lesson, no crazy glue. Don't ruin the wood, and then I'd have, by the end of this, I would have had CA all over my fingers. Which I don't need to do today. I have a 3D printer underneath the desk. 3D printer would be nice. Thing with PLA 3D printers is how many layer lines you get on those. So you're not really getting the best quality print even with a high-end PLA. There's just so much extra work you have to do. Getting a nice resin printer, I mean, for throwaway parts and stuff like that, the PLA is nice. I have an XYZ. I got to get a new head for it. This way that works again. But the resin printer is the way to go. I I don't know if I have. Do I have the? Hold on a second. Yeah, where did it go? Oh, there we go. Alright. Since we're talking about 3D printers, I'm getting bored with putting these things. If you get a photon, it's not that expensive compared to other stuff. This, if I can get it in here. This is the comm badge for Star Trek Voyager. This was done on a PLA. There's still a lot of lines in there, but I had to sand, bondo, and do all sorts of craziness with this guy. I'm trying to see another piece here. Alright, this is the base we were doing for the Enterprise C. This is their comm badge. Now, let me get that on there. I don't know if you can see all of the lines in there. Yeah, there you go. There's a whole bunch of print lines. That's all PLA. You get the print lines on that. Now, you got to do a lot of work to clean that up. Now, my brother has the Photon 3D printer, and this is resin. And I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can get more light up here. This guy is a resin little Enterprise. Let's see if we can focus on there. And there's no lines on this at all. Very minimal lines compared to whatchamacallit, the PLA. The only thing is, we didn't cure these right, so if you don't cure them, like this bent and then it stays solid. It's solid, but it bent because it wasn't cured under the UV, so there's extra steps with this. But I mean, he was printing out all these little Star Trek ships just to test it out, and these are small and have a lot of detail. And then he also did he was doing the cannons for the Klingon bird of prey for me. So he was doing those too, which came out really nice, no lines. I wouldn't have had to do anything. And then they have the test print. Let's see if you can see this. The little lady in the bikini. But there's no lines on her either. So resin is definitely the way to go if you're going to get a printer. The Photon, I think, is $500, which is still pricey, but not as pricey as a Formlabs. The Formlabs, like $3,000 to $5,000 or something like that. They're a lot of cash. That's the one I'd like to get, but I can't afford that thing. Yeah, there's a lot of sanding to go on with the PLA, so. But PLA is good for, if you're doing internal stuff or something that, you're not showing off detail, or you're willing to do all that work with sanding and bondo or some kind of putty and then etching primers and all that other good stuff. I mean, sooner or later printers are going to be better and better with it, just super perfect. Come on, get in the hole. Get in the hole, get in the hole. They don't want to get in the hole. Yeah, my brother lent me the 3D, the resin printer. Resin's sloppier, but definitely I didn't have time to mess with it. I wish I did. But I definitely want to get a resin printer to do parts and stuff. Definitely comes in handy. Now, I don't know if that was a text message, an email, or what. More glue, more glue, more glue. I wish I could show you something more exciting than me just putting nails in here, but I got to get this part done. Just wish it would go quicker. This way I could get to the whatchamacallit, the staining part of it. Maybe what I should do is take a break now, do a bunch of these, and then come back when the staining portion would be ready. This way you're not sitting watching me do all these tedious little nails. That could be an idea. And maybe we'll get more people on here. Enjoying watching me put in the little nails? I'm just gonna stay on here. People come. I'll sit here, talk to myself until the wife gets home, tells me, get off of there already. What's for dinner tonight, Mom? Not it. So me and you said not it already. Oh, that's right, you were it last night. Kenny's it tonight. You know what he's gonna say? I don't know. I don't know. It's always the question of what's for dinner. Oh, look at that. Thanks for the host. Thank you very much for the host. It's funny, a little bit of tap really moves that camera. There we go. Now you're hosting. Hopefully more people come and check us out putting nails in and yammering on about nothing and listening to my air conditioner and Harry Potter in the background. I hate when I grab it with my left hand because I'm not a lefty. That's where I need the wife. She's left-handed. It's funny that she's left-handed. We used to go down Jersey all the time, and they had this commercial on that they had special scholarships for left-handed people. I don't know why left-handed people need a special scholarship, but they have one in Jersey. Yeah, that's too much. I would use tweezers, but then it's grab with the tweezers, put it on, move, you know. I just get my fingers all gluey. It's not bad, it's Elmer's glue. We all used to eat it as kids, or put it on our hands and peel it off and say, look, my hand is peeling. I don't know why the hell we ate Elmer's glue, but we did. Did you ever eat Elmer's glue as a kid? Paste. Peter Senator, he used to eat crayons. Yes, too many moving parts indeed. Yeah, I don't know why Peter, he liked the taste of crayons. He sucked those. Huh? I don't know. I don't know, but he was sucking those things down like there was no tomorrow. It's like, dude, does your mom feed you? Oh. Did this finally stick? Yeah, that's finally sticking on there good. So then we'll shave down the back, shave down the sides. Once that's all ready, once this is all nailed up, then we're ready for stain. I need an assembly line of little kids here. Cut, glue, push in, wipe. 10 cents a nail. Yes, absolutely, future Marines in the making. Eat those crayons. Hey, we got 4 again. We're bouncing between 3 and 4. Not bad, not bad. We got 9 followers. We need more followers so we can add more stuff onto this thing. I gotta figure out this Twitch thing. Because when I hit so many followers, I can add VIPs. There's a way for donations and all sorts of nonsense on here. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot more you can do on here than you can on YouTube. YouTube is just pretty much straight up video and chat. And that's it. I'll answer those later. We're on row number 3 out of many. Thank you. Yeah, it should be a good book. Like I said, it's our first one, so you know it'll be a learning curve. But there's going to be more to come. You know, Mark's working on the Y-wing now. He's got the snow speeder and B-wing done. There's going to be 2 B-wings in there. Dana's going to do the Comic-Con one with the extra pieces, the battle damage pieces, I think it is. So there'll be a side-by-side on the 2 B-wings. You have the A-wing, the Y-wing, the X-wing, snow speeder, and the Falcon. So there'll be 7 builds in the book. So we're looking at anywhere probably between 70 and 100 pages, something like that. And then you got Morgan doing his thing. Tiffany was doing art for the book, but she's doing a lot of work, so her art may be in the last book or sporadically through the books. If you haven't checked out Tiffany Groves, she does art and she's going to be in the book. And then if you check out TJ Holler, I think I'm pretty sure his Instagram and Facebook page is Orc Painter. I'll find him now. He's going to be doing the X-Wing, and he loves doing X-Wings, and he does a really excellent job at them. Hey, Kate Beckinsale, first one popping up on Instagram. Orc. No, he's not Orc Painter Nerd. Let me see. I hate that I forget his stuff. I'll tell you in a second. Check him out. He does really, so you'll know what you're getting into with the X-Wing too. TJ. Oh, that's what it is. Orion Paintworks. I don't know why I was thinking Orc. And that's TJ. We're gonna do Star Trek, but the first 2 issues. The first issue is Rebels, and then the second one is going to be the Empire, and then we're going to move on to more stuff. Definitely going to be doing a 1/350 Enterprise book. That actually may be 2 single books, one for the TOS. There I am with my left hand again, and one for the A and the refit. Uh-oh. Can't find the hole on this one. Come back to that one. come back to that one. Couldn't find the hole. But yeah, we're definitely going to be doing Star Trek. We're going to be doing a lot of sci-fi stuff. We're going to do military stuff. It's going to be if things go well, there'll be a whole bunch of books. And hopefully it goes well. Like I said, the first book is definitely 500 copies, but if we have to print more, we will. Hopefully we can hit the 9,000 or 10,000 mark worldwide on that, and that would be very nice if we could sell that many copies. I'm going to be doing Gundam stuff, figures. And why does this one not want to go into a hole? I just re-drilled the hole. There it is. So a lot to come if it goes well. Eventually, like I said, we'll go digital. Yeah, we'll be putting ads up on Facebook and Instagram. And then a lot of it's going to be word of mouth through our friends too. You know, saying, hey, check it out. We're going to be building the website. This way people could get information there too. You know, Dana's got a good following, I got a good following, Mark's got a good one, you know, so does Morgan and Tiffany, so, and so does TJ on his Instagram and everything, so hopefully that'll get the word out. Excuse me, and people will snag up the books. That's why we're gonna hopefully have the website up soon. Did you have anyone? That would be interesting, making a commercial for it. I don't have anybody to do that, but that would be pretty cool. That would definitely be cool if we could get a commercial going for it. But we're gonna do not pre-orders, but placeholders for $1 once I get the site up. This way, I know if it's going to be over 500, and then we'll do a pre-order then, because you know I have enough money for the first 500. If it goes over 500, then we'll have to do a pre-order to print everything at one time. I think I could print up. I'm not going to be printing this many up, but the place I'm going through, I think they can print up 90,000 at a time, which is a lot of books. I'd love to put out 90,000. That would be crazy. Shooting for the 9,000 mark though. And then more and more books to come after it. I think commercial though, once we get more set up with the layout and stuff like that, this way we could show more in a commercial once it's closer to time to release it, would be definitely be better. Now all it's going to be is the first, because it's going to be 500 copies. So once we have the site up, there'll be, you know, there'll be the image of building a galaxy, and it'll say placeholder $1. You order it, so the first 500 people that want it will be the first 500 people that get it. So whoever puts their $1 up will be the first ones to have their hands on it. I actually have to order more than 500. I got to order like 550 to 600 because I got to definitely have to give out some to major websites for review and stuff like that. This way we get more exposure that way too. And I was talking to Lucas from Green Strawberry. Within the next couple weeks it's going to be up there. What I have to do is I'm going to actually do it on WordPress first, because my brother wants to see what I want done, and then he's going to build this site from scratch. So I'm going to give him a general idea of what we're looking for, and then we're going to build our own site because he's good at that stuff. So it should be up before I go to Florida. So I'm thinking by the middle of June it'll be up. Even though we go to Florida, I bring my computer and I do stuff down there on the website and reviews. But for the people that live on the other side of the world, Lucas from Green Strawberry said he will take books on his end. This way it's cheaper for our friends over there. It stays relatively the same price for our US and overseas customers. This way they don't have to pay a ton more in shipping and VAT and all that stuff. So I'll definitely be posting on Hobby Link and all that when the website is up. That's getting rather gluey. It's getting very gluey. My desk is becoming a mess. I do live stream from down there. Usually during a thunderstorm or when we're in the pool. Definitely going to be going fishing. So if I catch anything, we'll live stream during the battle of the fish. What'd you say? Guppies? I ain't catching no guppies down there. Big fishies. Big fishies. Yeah, I know why you want me to live stream from the beach, because all the chicks down there, they're in their thongs on the beach. They don't care down there. Young girls, old girls, women, I mean, they don't care. It's amazing what you see on the beaches down there. It's like, put some clothes on. You shouldn't be wearing that thong on the beach, lady. They just don't care. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, it is quite interesting. So I'm trying to think. My mom and dad live near Tampa, but my buddy I think is near St. Pete. So we go down to meet him and we go to St. Pete. And this year I'm probably heading over to Miami, because my other buddy that I grew up with lives in Miami. And I haven't checked out that town yet, so I want to see what's going on in there. My best friend's Colombian, Miami, and me. Should be fun. He'll be Tubbs, and I'll be Crockett. We'll make believe we're Miami Vice. Get ourselves one of those big cigarette boats. I don't even know. I should probably bring this down, see if I can bring this down further. I've been doing this the whole time. Does this come down? That comes out. And this comes down. I don't even know if you've been able to see the nails I've been poking in there. I'm waiting. That's going to frickin'... Sorry about the movement. That's going to... I don't want it to fall down. But there's the nails now. Now you can see them, instead of me being way, way up there. Got to get used to adjusting things. I want to see how many... I got one, two... I got 4 USBs on here. So I probably could get one more webcam. This way I can have it at different angles, too. Have a few webcams going. Ferrari Spider was his second car. I think the first... Did he have a Lamborghini as his first car? I know he had a Spider. My favorite thing was the boat. The cigarette boat was awesome. Yeah, showing my age. Love that show. So we're still going with the tedious tasks of putting nails in. Do, 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 do. One, two, three, four. 4 lines done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more to go. 10 if I count that one. That's only a couple nails. 4 nails on that one. It's a pain in the neck. I should have posted on, I actually should have posted on the community that we were going live. Let people know. Hey, I see we have a few more people. So whoever just got here, we laid down the wood. Now I'm using straight pins as nails. This is the Frankenstein diorama we're working on. So chit chat away. If you haven't followed us yet, follow us so we can get more goodies on Twitch, because I got to hit certain goals and certain amount of followers and this and that. This way we could add stuff on here. Been looking at stuff to make the screen prettier and all that craziness. And we're just yakking away on Memorial Day weekend. Sniffling from allergies. Got the AC on, trying to keep the pollen down. I keep going for my left hand, and I'm not left-handed, so that makes things even harder on me. Use your left hand. It's like being with a different woman. Cracking jokes. All sorts of stuff. Coughing. Hey, what's going on? Okay, what do we got? That's Vicky Boy. Okay. I hope I said that right. Hope I said that right. I'm glad more people are showing up. If I say anything off color, don't mind me, it's just a joke. Oh, you see what I did there? Not paying attention because I keep doing the same thing over and over. Forgot to cut this one. I don't want to cut that one near Frankenstein and get the new one him. Hot pockets. So if you're just joining, it's Elmer's glue, a pin, wipe it off. And then once this is all done, we're going to do the weathering of this to make it all gray, because the whole thing's going to be painted grayscale to make it look like the old black and white movie, not going color. Sorry for sounding very nasally. I have bad allergies right now. And we're just hanging out. As long as you guys want to hang out, I will hang out on here. We'll talk about anything. Anybody watch hockey? I'm a big hockey nut. Thanks for posting it on HLI. If you watch hockey, now what I'm just using regular Elmer's glue, because what I was doing before, I was actually using, I was able to do it on the first set using this stuff, Rapid Fuse. I was able to do it on the first half, which you can't see right now, but if I move I don't want to move the camera too much, but I was able to use the Rapid Fuse because I was able to glue from underneath, and then on the, I'll just pull it up anyhow. Sorry for the shakiness. Okay. This side I was using the Rapid Fuse because this is actually the main base of that comes with the kit, so I could glue it from underneath. This side is foam underneath the wood here. So when I used the Rapid Fuse, it was getting on the wood, and when I was doing the staining of it, it wouldn't let me, it wouldn't take. So all I'm using now is Elmer's glue and wiping it off. It's actually pretty steady because I'm not going to be flipping it over, so it's just enough hold to keep it in place. Now when I put the boards down, I'm actually recording this whole thing, and if I could put it up on here again, I will. This way if you missed anything. But all the wood here is using the Rapid Fuse, wood to wood. I built a wood base under here, so it's glued down there, and then all these slats were put on with Rapid Fuse. And then we're just cutting the straight pin a little bit so it fits in there. White glue, and that's going to hold it. It's not going to pop out because we're not flipping the base upside down. If there was some sort of movement with this, then I would definitely go with the wood glue to hold it in place. But the PVA is fine to do what it's doing. It's not going to go anywhere. Oh, Blackhawk fan. I'm a Penguin fan. I'm rooting for St. Louis. I don't want Boston to win. I played hockey since I was a kid, but I had to retire because the kids now are way too fast. They got too fast for my old butt to skate with them. And my team, we have a bunch of 20-year-olds on, so we can't move up to the 40 and over division. So I can't play with these 20-year-olds anymore. They're all fast and they all still want to fight, and I don't have time to fight anymore. I think everybody hates the Bruins. The Bruins are like the Flyers. Can't stand the Flyers. But that reason is because I'm a Penguin fan, and they're our rivals. Uh-oh, am I going to miss the hole on this one? Nope, found the hole. Yeah, and then once this is all done, we're going to shave down the sides, get that all neatened up, and then after that is this stuff. I'll show you what we're using. This is weathered wood accelerator. So if you can see right there, it goes from plain wood to gray wood. So you don't even really have to use paints or anything on there. Go light coats if you want it lighter, more coats if you want it darker. And then I put a clear coat on there with Liquitex, 3 coats of that to do the wash. But what happens is the wood soaks everything in, so eventually the wood soaks the clear coat, the gloss clear coat in, and it's like becomes a semi-gloss. I'm going to hit it all with a dull coat later on anyhow, but the clear coat doesn't stay that long. It stays a couple days and then gets everything soaked in there. It's pretty solid. Ray Bourque was definitely a great defenseman. He got a Stanley Cup. He was very deserving of the Stanley Cup. He's very happy that San Jose got knocked out too. So if we get a lot done today, tomorrow we'll do casting. You could sit with me for hours while I cast some stuff up with the Umu, and hopefully by tomorrow with the Zyrtec, or however you say it, I'll be breathing better. I can't breathe. Hopefully we start it's gonna be, where is it? What is it? That's the semi. That's the map. Gonna be using this Mr. Super Clear Matte. I have Mr. Super Clear Matte, semi-gloss, and gloss. This stuff is, I'm almost out of this, I gotta order more, but this stuff is great. If you could get your hands on it, get this stuff. I like it a lot. The easiest place to find a lot of Mr. Hobby stuff, if you like it, is GundamPlanet.com. They have a lot of Mr. Hobby stuff. They got a bunch of Gundams on there, tools. So if you like that kind of stuff and you have trouble finding it anywhere else, and they deliver quick. I live in New York and they're in Jersey, so they deliver to me really quick, but I'm sure, you know, they'll pack it up and ship it out as quickly as they can. Don't worry about your English. We'll decipher what you're saying. How about cutting the pins? Push them almost into the final position, then put troughs. The pins on and push all the pins down and wipe off the glue with one big wipe. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Is I'm taking the pin because my drill bit wasn't deep enough. Otherwise, I would have just put the pin all the way through. So I just got to cut like a little nub off. I need to get more light over here. Let me see if I can move this up. Make a mess out of the desk even more. But yeah, I just cut this off, and then I put the put the Elmer's glue or wood glue on, either one, and jam it in there. You definitely, if you're going to use the CA or super glue and you're pushing it down, it's going to flow back and you're never going to get it all off, and you're going to end up having problems when you're doing the weathering. So it's better you use the wood glue or the Elmer's glue, because they're both water soluble, and you can just wipe those off, and no worries about when we do the stain. I found that out the hard way, but that's how we find out a lot of things. See, if that was CA glue right there, I'd wipe it off, but it all wouldn't come off. And then later on, there's a few spots I can show you on the other side. It actually looks good that it didn't soak in, but this is definitely the better way to go. And your English is perfectly fine. I totally understand what you're saying. I just wish the drill bit was big enough where I could just jam it in, where I was actually hoping to find little nails this size and just hammer them in, but I couldn't find anything that would have looked good. So we just cut the tips and glue them in place, and they stay. Like I said, we're not flipping it upside down, so we just need it to hold ever so slightly. We don't need it, craziness in there. And then you get the one like this where I can't find the hole that I made in the bottom. 2 in a row I can't find the hole. Let's see if I can go for 3. Now why can't I find the hole that I made? Alright, this doesn't want to play nice, so something up with that pin. It doesn't want to go into any of the holes. Now when I did this with the on the other end that I was talking about behind here with the foam, when you're drilling into the foam, it actually heats it up and melts it, so you got to be careful with that too. You end up re-drilling, and the foam gets very hard. You can't even push the pin through it. Now this is going to drive me crazy that I can't find the stupid hole. Why? This is driving me crazy. Found it there. Found it there. That pin just didn't like that hole. It said, that's not the hole. That's not the hole I want to be my home. Alright, this is nuts. Stay there, pin. I'm coughing like a madman. How do these affect things like this? Yeah, definitely a lot of the stuff you can. Believe me, I try to hammer rascal. It just bends the pins over. A lot of the glue, like terrain, a lot of it you use PVA because you don't want to mess anything up. I swear to God, I'm gonna not put it. There we go. There's a nail in there. Hold on a second. There's getting back into terrain and stuff. Let me find you something here real quick. But yeah, definitely you wanna stay away from certain glues because it'll mess up your terrain. Mod Podge, I think it is a good one to use. I'm gonna get you. I don't know if you've seen this guy or not. There you go. Let me get back over here. Alright. If you haven't checked out this guy, check out his channel. He does model railroad terrain and he shows you everything he does. It's actually pretty damn awesome. He uses a lot of PVA and I think it's the Mod Podge. He uses that. You want to stick away from the CA because it really can mess up stuff. And PVA holds. You know, like even for static grass, don't even bother buying that special glue that they sell, special glue for static grass. You know what it is? A 50-50 mix of white glue and water. That's all it is. A lot of people would be mad at me for telling you a lot of things, but I don't care. Let them be mad. I'm trying to save you money. Actually, I'll give you guys, I gotta find it again. I'll give you guys a website. If you use pigment powders and stuff like that, I'll find the website where you could buy this stuff by the pound, and it's the same stuff everybody else uses. I don't know why I'm having problems now on this end finding the holes. This is getting me angry. You can't. I think the guy I gave you, Luke Towen, is from Australia. Absolutely, with the washes, or you can make your own wash at home with water, dishwashing distilled water, a drop of dish detergent, and really thinned out paint. A lot of tricks we can do on our own to save us money. If this pin doesn't go in here this time, I'm just going to leave it empty. You know what part of Europe are you in? Because I know a lot of the guys in Britain, they get the Mod Podge. Now I'm hammering it in there. Oh, look at that one. It actually went too deep. Alright. Actually hammered it. That one was making me angry. Oh, my back lights on. Yeah, I got my back lights on. Austria. My family, my grandparents came from the Czech and Slovak republics, but at the time it was Czechoslovakia, so I get to claim both countries. And then my other grandfather came from Ireland. My great-grandfather fought in World War I with the Austro-Hungarians. So that's where he came from, so. And then my grandfather fought with the Marines in the islands against the Japanese. Still curious why that one didn't want to go in there. I cut them all the same size and that one just didn't want to go in there. Let's move that down a bit. I got to get another stand for my other light because I stole the stands from that one for this arm. I got the arm off of Amazon and it looked a lot bigger than it was. And it has a little thing that you can clamp here, but that didn't work, so I got to order the base for that. And I think I'm going to order another webcam. This way I can do another angle with it. Then I can have 3 webcams rolling instead of 2. Make things just that much more fun. The exciting night of, hey, we got 8 people here. Well, hopefully we find something before the summer. If not, we're going to be here and start looking again next February. So what'll happen is the usual October towards November, this whole thing will come down, and I won't be doing anything until after the holidays. But hopefully we can find something before then, and then I'll have my own setup room and I won't have to take this down, get the better lighting and all that other good stuff. And then we see 2023, my contract is up with my company, and we're waiting to see if they offer us a package. Oh, cool. Thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate it. But if 2023 they offer us a package and it equals what our pension would equal, I'll be retiring then, and then just building models full time and annoying the crap out of my mother-in-law all day. Right, Ma? She's good. She likes the models. She follows everybody's stuff on Facebook. She's doing her crochet. Oh no, she's not crocheting right now. She's playing a game right now. But she's all into the crafts and stuff like that too, which is cool. Yeah. Now let me see. I don't want to mess anything up, but can I follow you at account creative 826? Following since 12 minutes ago. I don't know how I follow. Open and pop out. Can I follow you back? How do I follow you back? I'm new to the Twitch, as you can tell, so I'm trying to follow everybody back. What's up there, Home Slice? There's my son just popped in here, telling me he's 14 and telling me his knees are decrepit. It's all that ice hockey, right? Yeah, I definitely want to set up a schedule where I'm on here more. I don't know, Saturdays is good, Sundays is good. I mean, Sundays is good for me because usually I'm not doing anything on Sundays, so I can jump on here. Make the whole family be quiet. But I leave, me and my son leave for Florida June 27th or 28th. So I won't be building anything in Florida, but I will pop on to say hello, show you some stuff if I get. Come on this side and say hello. No, you don't want to come on camera? What do you want, your computer back?
No, I'm hungry, so I came out here for popcorn.
Did you make yourself some popcorn? Why not?
Nanny's
Nanny's going to help you make popcorn? Why, so you don't burn it? We're definitely halfway done nailing here now. So I'm definitely going to figure out how I follow you guys back. I'll type in your names a little later, and that'll probably bring me right to where I gotta be. Build up a following on the Twitch. On the Twitchy Witchy. If you guys know Lynn, Metalhead Minis, that's what got me into Twitch. She's on Tuesday nights, or she's on early in the morning, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Not tomorrow because it's a holiday here in the States. You should check her out. She's always doing, Hey, Brittany's still here. Brittany's got the little crown. I'm assuming, I think the little crown means a follower or something. Oh no, Twitch Prime, that's it. I don't have the crown. I have Twitch Prime, but I think that's under my son's account. And if I switch it, then I lose everything here. I don't want to switch up too much stuff. So what I want to do is hopefully get enough followers, and then I can... Larkin's cool. The Led Zeppelin. I got this one. I have my Nirvana shirt, my Pink Floyd. I got another Led Zeppelin like this one. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, my Iron Maiden shirt. I got a bunch of them. But Zeppelin is my favorite. I gotta get more. I would be playing Zeppelin, but I don't know if Twitch would ban me for playing copyrighted music or something like that. I don't want to get banned just yet. We're just starting out on Twitch, doing boring stuff, playing with nails all day long, shaking the camera on you guys. But I will figure out how to follow everybody back. I will learn more and more and set this up better. Try to make it prettier, and hope next time I'll make everybody be quiet so you don't. I'm sure you hear the TV in the background. The air conditioner, you got no choice, because It's hot out, and I need the air conditioner on because otherwise I'll die in here from the heat. It'll be like a sauna. And I got to clean up my desk. One thing about me, I'm the OCD modeler. Like you see a lot of people, their desks are just cluttered with crap all over the place. I can't do that. Like once we're done here, I'll clean everything up and it'll be all neat again. I can't have a mess. It's a lot of military too in me, because I had to have everything's got to be neat and in its place. So, why did we lose? Why is it buffering? Why is it boofering? Have I been on too long and they kicked me off? I don't plan on earning money from Twitch. I hope are you guys buffering, or is it just me? Because I do have it playing here so I can see what's going on. Let me refresh it. I don't know if it's buffering on your end too. Maybe I was on Twitch too long and they're kicking me off. Okay, as long as it's smooth for you guys. Started buffering over here. It's like, oh no, they kicked me off because I've been on too long. Talking about nothing and just playing with nails. Ooh, popcorn smells good. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, tonight when I'm done with this, I actually got to go online and start looking for the electronic stuff. I got to see if I have any strip lighting left, because I want to get all the electronics set up. That's where we got that, and then build the walls. Lurking's fine. I know not everybody talks. All Twitch does is mute your vids when it plays, but you can find non-copyrighted music play while you can find no muting. Okay. Alright. I have to try that. I don't want to get banned already. I got to figure a lot out. It's like I know I see some people, like I was saying before, can put their videos up after they're done so people can replay them if they missed, but I think I need so many followers or something like that to add videos. It's all sorts of craziness. I don't plan on making money off this thing, especially with just poking nails in here. I gotta get all the nails off of Frankie's feet. They're pretty strong magnets because they pick up all this stuff. Keeps me from poking myself though. Thank you. That's why there are audio dropouts on some of my vids. Thanks, man. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not, I mean, if it's in the background, it's not like, you're making a YouTube video where you have copyrighted music overplaying whatever you're doing. If it's in the background, I don't see why they have to be such a pain in the ass about it. It's not like we're stealing the music. We're just listening to stuff while we're doing our thing. So what do you guys think? A third camera from another angle? I would have to get a longer cord though. Whee! Dun, dun, dun. Where's the next hole? Next hole. Glue, push, wipe. So much fun. You guys got to be like bored to death by now watching this stuff and listening to me all nasally. What time is it anyhow? Oh, Kelly's almost done with work soon. See that? We streamed for 2 hours already. Going on 2 hours. We should do like a 48-hour death build. Just stream for 48 hours, build a single model kit. I would definitely need my own place for that. So the mother-in-law and the wife would definitely kill me for that one. And that would be fun to do. Just 48 hours non-stop building from beginning to end. After Frankenstein on the Twitch channel, I'm probably going to do Green Lantern will be up next. That'll be the next guy to do it. It's pretty funny though, like I was saying before, definitely a lot of mini builders on Twitch. I was looking for more just regular model builders like myself and haven't come across many, so maybe I'm the first or one of the few to start a new trend. Let's see if I can find a hole. It's a good thing, get away from YouTube. Here we go again, another set that doesn't want to... Alright, there's the hole on that one. Sometimes it just doesn't want to go. Oh, let's pull that up out of the way. Whee! Rocking the camera. Nah, I didn't think so. I didn't think there was like regular kit builders. So I'll start a trend. We'll start a trend. We'll get more kit builders on here. I kind of like it if I was the only one. Get a bigger following. Not that I'm a great model or anything. I just like having fun putting these things together and doing the best I can and learning from my mistakes. You know, I made a huge frickin' hole. If this doesn't go in here, there we go. If you see my little things going like above my bottom camera, the one that's on there now is green strawberry. That is aftermarket parts if you're into like Star Trek, Star Wars, stuff like that. Building a Galaxy, that's our book. HLI Community's our community. I'm trying to see what else pops up. Model of the Year, that I hold every year, and that's for figures this year. So if you want to come by Hobby Link International, check out the rules and enter, you could win a very big trophy. All right, so then we'll be the only model builders on here. We'll have our own little group. We'll definitely start a new trend. The model builders of Twitch. Oh, this one's gonna piss me off. Hammer that one in. So what would be a good day for you guys? Is Sunday a good day? Because I'll get on Sundays unless I'll put up a schedule and we'll do Sundays. I think I started this at 4 o'clock my time, which is kind of late for guys overseas. But I'll go on Sundays and just jump on all day, take some breaks, put up like a little commercial or some kind of slideshows for you. This way we can take a little break now and then and get Elmer's glue off of our hands. What time? I am Eastern time zone. Hey, we could do that. Twitch model builder community. I like that. We should start that up. I am, right now it's 5:32 p.m. in New York City. I live in Staten Island, but I was born in Manhattan and I was raised in Astoria, Queens. Okay, so you're an hour behind me. So that's good for you. It just sucks for the people overseas, because I know it's late there for them, especially on a Sunday if they got to go to work on Monday. So we could do Saturdays. You know, the people that are on, if anybody has, we got 5 people here, actually probably 4, because I'm watching one to make sure everything's okay. We could do a little consensus, and I'll jump on. We'll do Saturdays or Sundays, either day, and I'll figure out stuff to do. You could sit here and watch me pin for hours. You guys are great. Okay, so you got you're 6 hours, almost 6 hours ahead of me. I don't know where Brittany's from. Curious how you guys found me. Well, I know how Rascal found me. He stalks me. I don't know how the other people found me though. I'm glad you did. It's always weird kind of talking to yourself and then looking over to see if that's right. North Carolina. I got another East Coaster. June 28th, I'll be driving through your state to go to Florida. The lovely state of North Carolina. Was actually rooting for the Hurricanes, hoping they'd make the Stanley Cup. So yeah, I'll definitely, if weekends are good for everybody, we could definitely do weekends. So I try to. There's been no overtime on weekends, and there's these things we have that they force us to work one Saturday a month, but I try to avoid that like the plague, if at all possible. Because usually we could swap with people. You're forced off one day during the week, and then you gotta work a Saturday, which I don't like. I don't like coughing all the time either. Allergies. Not too bad, not too bad. We're getting there. We're getting closer and closer to the pinning. The end of the pinning. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Still watching Harry Potter over there? Harry Potter. At least we'll have enough pins to finish this off. So after this one is done, would you guys want to see the Green Lantern done? That's not going to be a crazy base like this. I'm just going to use the base that it comes with and light it up. I'm going to put it on I always put everything on an acrylic black base. I don't know why. That's what I like. I think it looks cool. I think it looks pretty cool. So I could either do the Green Lantern, or we could do Dick Tracy. Yeah, Green Lantern, Dick Tracy. Ooh, the Invisible Man. The Invisible Man, because he has his wraps on his head. The Invisible Man would be a more in-depth diorama. So we got one vote. I see Green Lantern. Harry Potter just reminds me of MASH. I love Harry. My ringtone is freaking Harry Potter. I'm a geek. I'm a nerd. The funny part, or the sad part, is my son grew up watching Harry Potter, And his first words were not mama or dada. His first actual word was Potter, because he wanted to watch more Potter. On this build, we'll go over more stuff. The base that comes with this is pretty simple. I guess we could talk more about, you know, see, now you got me all confused. But the original plastic base that comes with it, the wood does not look good on it. It looks very cartoony. The outer wall over here and the inner of the doorway over here, I know it's hard to see, but the inners over here and here were flat, so you really want to cut the lines in to match the stones on the outside, and then take your Dremel and rough it up and make it look like stone. It'll look a lot better. There's a few things with the kit, like the door. It's got a huge door, which I can't even get into frame, but there's big seams up the side, so you could either sand them out, or what I'm going to do, like I did on the bottom here, is I'm going to take sheet styrene and just cover up all the sides. The door is pretty massive. You can see too, the wood grain isn't really the greatest in the door itself, but that's what we got to deal with. I mean, it's a nice kit. Frankenstein, his face is a good likeness to Boris Karloff. It's not bad at all. Actually, one of my friends sent me a resin head, but somebody stole it out of my mailbox, so I didn't get a chance to use that, which was a little better than this. The seam work isn't too bad on the kit. It's a pretty nice kit overall. So if you're into like the monsters and stuff, this is a good one to get. And then you could always add on to it if you want, or you can leave it, you know, like how it comes. Definitely your choice. But I'm a moron, and I always want to add more onto stuff instead of making my life easy and just doing what comes in the kit. I can't just be satisfied with that. So but otherwise it's a nice kit. It's not really that bad. By adding the sheet styrene to the door edges is creating two seams instead of just the one seam to deal with. Well, I was going to leave the edging on there because you really won't see it. It all depends. The top and bottom, you're not going to see the top and bottom much, so I'm not too worried about that. It's going to be the front. But yes, I will be making myself more work, as I usually do. And then I complain it takes so long, and that's because I add and add and add more to it. But the sheet styrene that I put on there is pretty thin, so it's not really noticeable. But on the sides, I may just sand it out more and see if I can, you know, I'm going to have to use black and gray and make it look rusted and dark. It'll be interesting. We'll see if I could pull it off. It's amazing you guys stuck around this long watching me put pins in. Hey, we're actually up to 8 people. We might have hit some Twitch goals. I know there's a crazy goal where you got to have like 5 people chatting at one time, and then up to 10 people chatting at one time and stuff like that. I gotta look at all the goals again. So we're not gonna be painting this in colors. We're not gonna be making the monster. I got yelled at by somebody for calling him Frankenstein. It's the monster. Frankenstein was the doctor. We're not gonna be painting it the colors. We're going to be using scale 75 for the first time. Their black and white set, which really isn't black and white. It is grayscale colors. And this pin I know should be going in on an angle. So we're going to be doing that. We'll make the stones some darker, some lighter. The door we got to play with and make it look like wood. See, the fun part is going to be Kelly, my wife, doesn't know we've been live streaming, so she's going to come in here and say something dopey right away. She's going to scream or something. So we got one vote for the Green Lantern. Green Lantern's winning 1-0. And when I do the electronics, I'll probably do that live too to show you. That we may have to do, like you'll see me, but we'll have to do a screen, because my brother's going to show me how to do the coding and stuff, because most likely it'll be an Arduino board or a Raspberry Pi or something like that, because I've got to get one with sounds, so we'll have music and sounds, do the lighting on it, control everything like that. Do a lot of stuffs. Doing a lot of stuffs on the Frankenstein kit. But yes, if you're interested in this kit, it's definitely worth getting it. It's not a hard build. It's just I'm making it harder than it has to be with everything I'm doing on it. And the funny thing is, when you set this up, like you could put tags and stuff, and I try to tag for model building, but it's not on there. I guess not enough people put that tag. Try to get more people. But I'm happy with my friends that are here checking it out and listening to me babble, and me trying to find holes and they're getting mad and using this to bang it in. I bent the nail. I bent it. That didn't work. That didn't work. Pollen is horrible. That drill bit has got to go. Yeah, I was trying to hammer it. I bent it. I got lucky on the other one I hammered in. I'm gonna create a tiny little nail gun and just smack it in there. See, and this is what gets me crazy. There we go, there's the hole. It's like I know there's a hole there. It just doesn't want to go in. It doesn't want to go into the hole. Well, I'm glad the audio is better this week, because last week I really messed it up. Ah, almost did it again. Almost did it again. Almost put glue before. It's time for another paper towel too. Uh-oh. What are the cats doing in there? Causing havoc. Cats are causing havoc. Good night, buddy. It was nice to meet you, and I will look for you and follow you back. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out for a while. Sorry if I missed you. That's the rough thing. That is the hardest part about this is, you know, you're trying to do this and you want to talk to everybody at the same time, so you miss some stuff. Really appreciate everybody that is hanging out and stopping by and watching and all that good stuff. Oh, I forgot a nail right there. And we'll bust out the Dremel soon enough. I always feel bad because everybody's got like their screen names, and I don't want to say anybody's screen name wrong. Allergies, allergies. Allergy sufferers of the world unite. Oh, so if anybody saw our T-shirt campaign for building a galaxy, that failed. It failed pretty miserably. We needed 11 people to buy shirts, and I think 5 of us did. So I'm giving up on the T-shirts until we get our store up and stuff, and I can have T-shirts made. You know, if people want stuff like that, we'll have stuff made. What are you doing, doggy? Looks like it might rain. I didn't think it was supposed to rain today. It's supposed to be nice. Nice Memorial Day weekend. We're getting closer. We're getting closer and closer. Let's see. We've got a steady 7. Either people are interested in what we're doing, or it's like, what the hell is he doing? It's like a train wreck and you can't stop watching. We're trying to get more model builders on Twitch. That's what we're doing. We're going to set up a schedule, try to find the hole for that one. And we'll just stream as long as people are on. We won't even shut it off. We'll have to take a break here and there, though. After a while, sitting in this chair for a long period of time hurts, so I have to stretch. Excuse me, I have to stretch for a few minutes. It was weird, because my intro, I usually have music on there, but for some reason, the music kept shutting off. It didn't want to stay on. It would only play for a few seconds and then shut off. I was like, why? I gotta get some kind of countdown timer too, so, because usually I'll put the stream on like 5 to 10 minutes ahead before I get on, because if Twitch sends out the notifications, it takes a little while, and then I have some kind of counter there to let you know when I'll jump on. "5 minutes to the most boringest web show on the face of the earth. The guy that puts pins in the boards." My mother-in-law's up to no good. She's doing something in the kitchen. We lost a few. We're down to 4. Da, da, da. Whee. Getting a lot closer. 1, 2, 3.5 rows to go. Should be fun trying to paint. Yeah, almost there. Getting pretty close. Should be pretty fun trying to paint Frankie over here with a monster. It's mostly black, which is, it's going to be tough in a way, but easy in a way too. Just getting all the different shades of black on them. Find the hole, where's the hole? Not sideways. There we go. Found that hole. Found that hole. Of course, these 2 holes don't want to cooperate. Of course, has to make me Dremel it again. Ow. I guess a lot of the modelers don't use Twitch too, you know. They're not registered. I guess Twitch is the young man and young woman's game. That's right. Us old people are gonna take over Twitch too. Take over the Twitchy. Yeah, I know I'm getting closer because my finger's getting all glued. Glued my fingers. Yeah, Twitch is mostly gamers. You know, even my son was making fun of me a little bit doing the modeling on here. I was like, dude, there's a lot of mini builders on Twitch. But yeah, there's definitely, I think it's more meant for live streaming games, but hey, we'll live stream this stuff. We'll have our little crew that comes on and watches, and you know, maybe if you guys do live broadcast too, we could do like a double broadcast at the same time. I seen Lynn do that the other day. We could Twitch at the same time. Do the Twitch. Do the Twitch at the same time. I am just so happy the audio's good. That's my biggest fear. I know this camera on the computer is decent. This one's really good. That's probably the one I'll order again. No, gotta cut it first. Gotta cut it first. Here we go. Alright, we got the hole. Thought we had one there that didn't want to go in. And we're really getting close. So what we'll do is we're going to finish these up. Then I'll throw the hey, my buddy's back. I have an old video camera. I wonder if it can be used to stream with. You would need a webcam to stream with. If somehow... Kenny! Did you need the computer? Okay. You definitely need a webcam. Unless you can figure out how to run that video camera as a webcam, if there's a way. So all the settings you would need OBS. Actually, if you go on Sprue Hub, how I had the videos how to stream on Sprue Hub. It's the same way to do it on Twitch or YouTube. You just got to use different keys, and I can show you where the keys are. Everybody has their own key to stream. So when we get done with these last ones, I'll throw the slideshow on for anybody that hasn't seen Dana's work. We'll take a 10-minute break so I can get up and stretch and let this dry for a few minutes, and then we'll do the weathering. We'll stay on as long as you guys do. We'll see if more and more people come on. I'll share the stream again. I'm still twitching on the floor. And we'll shave this down, Stop sniffling. You guys deserve a medal for hanging this long watching me put pins in. Cookie. You got a cookie for me?
Never mind, Nanny took it.
Nanny took the cookie? You were just wrong, lady.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud. I'm for the cookie. You don't want to come say hello? Chips Ahoy cookies are good. They're even better when you don't bite your lip. If you do get a webcam, the Logitech, got dust all over this thing. I think it's the C922. I'll get the link for you. It's a really good webcam. Oh, tedious work, but worth it. Damn cough. We're getting towards the finish line. Those are the easiest ones over there. They line up right through the piece of wood down here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 to go. 19 little nails to go. Are you running both of the same then? No, I'm running. This one is the C922. I'm pretty sure that's the number of it. And I'm running also my Alienware's webcam. So whatever comes in it's the default webcam and the Alienware. Those are the two I'm running right now. But I'm planning or thinking about getting a third webcam. And I'm going to get another one of these and have a third angle. You know, something. So one could be maybe a little higher. One come this way a little lower. So there's multiple angles. The video on this is very good. I would go with a separate. That's gonna fall on me. It keeps bouncing. I would go with a separate audio, like a Yeti microphone. I don't think they make this Turtle Beach anymore. I can't find it anywhere. But the Turtle Beach is nice. The Yeti's very good. Because the audio off of the laptop and the audio off of this isn't the greatest, so you're better off having a separate mic with better audio. And don't do what I do and have all three microphones on at one time and just everybody hears got reverb all over the place. I think the C922 is the 1081. They're not that expensive either. Who's that, Kelly? Saying what's for dinner? I got mine. I get everything off of Amazon, but I got that Logitech off of Amazon. Got it in a couple days. It's a couple years old too. Never thought I would do the live streaming, but why not? Make a fool of yourself live. Nothing wrong with that. Actually, I gotta order more. I gotta order more primer, or actually head over to Hobby Lobby and get primer. I'm running low. And I use Tamiya Superfine Primer, or I use Mr. Surfacer Primer. I like that a lot. That's an excellent primer. Wow, I put too much glue on that one. do, 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 do. Sticky fingers. Excuse me. Here, let me take a look. Why not? Let's take a look and see. No, that's not the one. Oh, that's got OBS in it. Hold on, I'll show you the one I got. 10, 22. Copy. Paste. Chat. This is the one I got. OBS is free, so you don't even have to worry about putting a company on their webcam saying, oh, they add OBS. OBS is free. XSplit is free too, unless you want to do a whole bunch of stuff. But I've gotten used to the OBS, so I'm not too worried about using XSplit anymore. Even though XSplit I think is a little better than OBS. OBS. Get back on the cap. Cap doesn't want to get back on. Ow. That's one way to pick up the pin. Da, 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 da. They never won. I think I do have it listed under the Amazon. If not, I could put it on there. Nobody's really been using the store. I think I'm gonna redo the store, but I'm gonna shut down the Canadian and the European one since nobody's buying anything over there, and fix up the American one better and try to get more sales there. It's not like you make a ton of money. It's just, you know, I haven't even got paid yet. I was supposed to get a check already, and Amazon hasn't sent me the check. Sneaky little bums. I think I do have the Logitech on there. Yeah, every little bit does help. And the best part is, you know, you're not paying me anything. They're taking money out of their sales to give to us. I hate having a cough. But yeah, I haven't even checked the sales on that. Facebook really isn't a great place to promote sales and stuff. You know, it's really tough there. But I'm definitely going to have to spend advertising dollars for the book. Hey, what's going on? Mark, we've been streaming for like over 2 hours now to bore people to death, watching me cut pins, put glue on them, and then put it into a board. You're actually coming in perfect timing. We're going to take a little break soon because I got to get my butt out of this chair. I've been sitting in it for a long time. Yes, it's been 2 hours. 2 hours of cut, glue, pin. Actually, the beginning of it, we were sawing wood. We were cutting wood, laying the wood down, and doing all of that. See, you could have been watching a bad Twitch channel for 2 hours. You got anything running on the 3D printer now, or is it quiet tonight? I'm waiting for the missus to get home. She should be out of work now and on her way home. Do 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 do. Anum. Do 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 do. 1, 2, 4, 5 nails to go. Giving it a break. It needs a break every once in a while. I was actually showing Rascal over there the difference between the PLA and the resin prints that I had on hand. I gotta fix my 3D printer and still get the photon resin one. Have them both. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is how I did my wooden floor. Don't make me want a resin one even more. Yeah, I showed you the prints that Tommy gave me. The photon isn't that expensive. It's like $500. It's not bad. You know what's expensive? The resin. The resin itself is pretty expensive, and it's a lot messier than the PLA. Sorry for the coughing, guys. Even sick, I jump on here. Two more nails, and then it's going to be break time for a few minutes. Once we get the outdoor workspace, where am I? Yeah, definitely better off doing it outside, especially in the shed. No, I stayed. Excuse me, I stayed home. They didn't need to listen to me sniffling and blowing my nose and coughing all over the place. It wouldn't have been fun at a barbecue. Plus, it would have been outdoors with more pollen, so I would have been dying even worse than I am now. I don't need to die anymore. I'm dying enough. I'm waiting until Tuesday when the pollen's supposed to be moderate instead of ultra high. This is the ultimate nonsense stream. All of a sudden the cough wants to really kick in. It was good for a while there. The cough was... Oh, I see. You're a Twitch Prime member. Kenny was the little guy's a Twitch Prime member for, I think it was for Fortnite. He got something free for Fortnite. Uh-oh, one more nail. And then shaving this stuff down. And then it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 more nails there. Uh-oh. Come on, you gotta do a Twitch show of absolutely just doing nothing. Oh, there you go. You could do a Twitch stream of just pointing the camera at the 3D printer for 7.5 hours. Let something print. You don't even have to be on cam. The printer can do all the work for you. That's it. Last nail. Well, except for the 4 that go there. Those are them. Alright, so it would be an interesting Twitch stream. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take a break to give everybody a break that's been watching for a while. Give me like 5-10 minutes so I can stretch my legs, and then I will, thanks Mark, and then we'll be back to do the edging and we'll start the weathering. So if you want to stick around, I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm just going to throw the slideshow on so you can check that out instead of just looking at the wood itself. See you in a few minutes, guys. Oops, forgot about that. I had it muted. Forgot I had it muted. Thanks, Mark. Now, I was just saying I'm gonna get this done, and then we'll start doing the stain on here. Wow, that sucker's really in there. It's not supposed to be in there that tight. Not good trying to get my piece. Where are my flats? There they are. Oh, that's a permanent piece now. That is a permanent piece, and I don't want that to be a permanent piece. Uh-oh. I could be screwed. Could be screwed. I don't know why this thing jammed on here. There we go. There we go. I saved the piece. Boom, boom, boom. Coughing again. Put the flats over here. Let's see. I'm going to use the metal cutting wheel on wood. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how I can mess this up or have some shards flying at my face. Why not? Always a fun thing to do. This can go in the drill bits. I may need a new chuck soon too. Always breaking stuff. That's, I don't know, what do you want to bet? 5-1? It's a possibility. Nah, losing the finger, you missed it before. Losing the finger was playing with this thing here, the moto saw. Put my fingers right next to the blade. Now, I always cut the wrong way, so I'm sure something's going to fly at me. It's all soft wood, so that's a good thing. And I don't care. I don't really care if the edges are really messed up because we don't want it to look perfect anyhow. So let me bring this back up a little bit. Because now we'll try to keep it in frame somehow. I'm gonna have to go like there. I want you to have a good view if I do lose a finger. As you can see, safety first always, with no eye protection or anything like that. And the sniffles. Clean up that edge a little bit, and then we'll do the 2 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, and then we'll get on to staining this thing. Yeah, the mark. Actually, I didn't put it up on. I didn't put it on the shop because I didn't like the bracket it came with to hold it to the desk. There's another one for the same price that comes with the weighted base on it, so I'll put that one up because I'm gonna actually have to order a base. I stole the base off my lamp. I gotta put that back on my lamp and get the base for this one. I just haven't got it yet, so when I find that, I'll send you the link. I might actually take down the Amazon shops because they're not really doing anything, but we'll see. But I'll send you the link to that. That goes in there. We'll drill our couple holes, set those guys in there, and then we can get on to staining. And then I got to figure out building the walls and stuff. Always the fun part. Yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can. There you go. There's the camera mount there. I got it up. Got it up high. Try to get that light out of your way so you can see it. Whee! Oh, you can see it right there. I'm a freaking idiot. Make sure I don't put my drill bit in upside down. This drill bit definitely has to go in the garbage. I bent it. Go to Home Depot and get some more of these little drill bits. Four more nails. And then the cleaning up of this place tonight. Do 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 do. Get that in there. Who was falling from where? Harry Potter? Two more nails, and finally the wooden base is done. Partially done anyhow. Yeah, it's real shitty on the percentage. It doesn't make sense. And I found out that they don't pay up right away, because on the US store I should have got like 20-30 bucks already, and they haven't given me my money. They have not given me my money. So I'm just thinking about getting rid of the whole thing. It's not even worth it. If I was making volume sales, then it'd be worth it, but just remind me to send you the link to the other one. I'll find it on the UK side. and sending. Nobody in Canada buys from my shop anyhow because of how expensive the Canadian prices are. It's ridiculous how expensive. They are super expensive. And that's it. That's how we did the wood on the front. Let me see if I can get that. That's how we did the wood on the front and the back. So the next up is we're going to stain this. And yes, I do have an Amazon shop. It is Amazon. I went off there for a second. It is Amazon.com/shop/sci-fi fantasy. Let me make sure that's the right thing. I'm pretty sure that's the... Yeah, that's the shop. So if you buy stuff from Amazon, I could put it on there, and then we get a commission on stuff that is sold on there. So next up is we'll start staining this thing. Get out your paper towels. I'm not worried about stain getting on the edges because I'm going to have to tape all this off later on anyhow and paint it black. But what we're using, as I showed you before, is this stuff. Varathane Weathered Wood Accelerator. And it shows you on pine wood and red oak, but you can see how it's stained on the other side. Now with this stuff, at first it's clear and you got to let it sit for a while, and then it'll start changing, and then you can add more or sand it down a little bit to get rid of some of it. Now where's my little thing to pry this open? There we go, without splashing everywhere. Yes, Amazon considered me an influencer because of how many people I have following my pages and my Twitter, my Instagram, my YouTube channel, Facebook page, and all that other good stuff. I don't think I'm that influential. So on this thing I just use the sponge, and I just start doing this to it. Let me make sure there's no dust on here. That's it. All the stuff around. All you got to do is, you don't have to add anything to this, just shake it up really well or stir it when you're using it. And I actually used it on the steps and on here to make this, it turned that gray too. Now the only bad part is it was hard for me to try to match. I should have done it all at one time because it was kind of hard for me to match up the two different times I did it up front, but that's okay. It's a dungeon, everything's not going to look perfect anyhow. In some spots it takes a little extra to soak in. Just add more on the edges so that gets really black. This is a lot easier than painting and trying to weather it that way. The easy route for me. Uh-oh, here comes the wife. Tell her, Annie, say we're still live. Kelly, we're still live. No, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you, we're still live. You could talk. Everybody's here watching. So it's simple as that. Just putting this stuff on and then let it do its thing. Jam it into the corners. Now the only one I'm worried about is this one here, because that was a little darker wood. So I'm hoping that turns gray. And hopefully a lot of the grain comes out. If it doesn't on the first pass, I'll go in with an X-Acto knife or something like that and just make marks in the wood and do it again. And now I gotta let this sit here and it'll start changing. Like I said, I'm gonna be painting the walls, whatever. I even did it on the plaster of Paris, and it started making this stuff gray too. So if you mess around with this stuff, you could use it on different things, see if it weathers it. That's the other thing I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm going to do plaster of Paris walls in here, or if I'm going to do brick walls in here, or stone walls in here. This stuff is pretty interesting. I don't know if you can. Yeah, I wish I could show you this. I'll try to flip it in a second, but it works pretty well on the plaster of Paris, getting into the spaces and making things darker. If somebody's talking to me, I'll be with you in a second. Just paying attention to what I'm doing over here. What's that? Okay. Soak up the excess, and we make every tool is a hammer. Yep. There's MeWe. Somebody's posting on MeWe. So I'm going to let that do its thing. But if I can, it's not going to drip off the other thing. See, I did the gray on what was white before. I just threw it on there real quick. And if you can see, where is it? I made the little notches and stuff in there. If I did it nicer, it would have come out nicer. So that's it. That's going to take a while for that to soak in and start changing. I think it's a couple hours. If I remember right, it's definitely a couple hours. That'll soak in, do its stuff, and then I'll see if I have to put a second or third coat on it. So that's pretty much it. We've been on for going on 2 hours and 40 minutes now, it looks like. So thank you for everybody that stuck with us this whole time watching me make the wood base. It's going to take too long for this stuff to soak in, so there's not really much more we can do right now until that soaks in. I just sprayed it everywhere. I'm going to go up in the attic and try to find my Lego tonight, and then tomorrow we'll do some thank you very much, Brittany. tomorrow I think, because I'm on a holiday tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day off. I might do the casting of the torch tomorrow, but I'll post that up and let you know. So that's pretty much it for the night. We did a long video tonight. Thank you everybody that hung with us tonight. Hopefully you followed us and you can see us next time when we're on. And don't forget to come over to Facebook and all that other good stuff, or our personal site, and check everything out. So I will see you all soon. I hope you all have a good night. Take care, and bye-bye everybody.